A medieval bay surrounded by towering mountains, yet far fewer people visit here than Dubrovnik just across the border. This is Montenegro's Bay of Kotor, Europe's hidden pearl. When you first sail into the Bay of Kotor, you might think you've taken a wrong turn and ended up in Norway. Towering limestone mountains plunge into a deep, serene body of water. It looks just like a fjord. But this isn't Scandinavia. It's the Adriatic coast of Montenegro. If you were standing here in Kotor Bay right now, would you spend your time exploring the old towns or climbing up to the fortress for the view? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious about what you'd choose. This magnificent waterway is technically a raya, a submerged river canyon. As your boat glides through the narrow channel, the sense of discovery is palpable. You feel as if you are uncovering a secret world, tucked away from the main tourist thoroughfares for centuries, waiting patiently for thoughtful travelers to find it. This initial journey is a slow, deliberate unveiling. The mountains, part of the Adriatic Alps, wrap around you. The entire region, officially named the Natural and Culturo-Historical Region of Kotor, is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and for very good reason. This isn't just about one old town or a single monument. It's about the harmonious blend of nature and human creation. UNESCO honored this place for the successful integration of medieval towns with the stunning natural landscape. Kotor, Perast, Risan, fortifications, islands. When you walk through these towns, you are walking through a living museum, not confined to glass cases, but all around you, breathing and alive. The UNESCO designation in 1979 acknowledged the Bay of Kotor as a treasure of outstanding universal value. As you wander through the old towns of Kotor and Perast, you'll see a recurring symbol carved into city gates, on defensive walls, above the doorways of grand palaces, the winged lion of St. Mark. This is the emblem of the Republic of Venice, a powerful influence here for nearly 400 years. From 1420 to 1797, the Bay of Kotor was a crucial part of Venice's maritime empire. Architecture, administration, Catholic faith, all left an indelible mark that defines the bay today. Kotor's maze of narrow alleyways is a textbook Venetian medieval city. The Venetians strengthened the walls and built forts that blend into the rugged landscape. Their spirit lives on in the art, architecture, and charm of the Bay of Kotor. For the best view of the Bay of Kotor, and for a truly unforgettable experience, you have to climb. The fortifications of Kotor are not just a wall around the city. They are an incredible feat of engineering that extends for nearly 3 miles, zigzagging up the sheer cliff of St. John's Mountain. The climb involves more than 1,350 steps, and is not for the faint of heart, but the reward is worth every bit of effort. As you ascend, the view unfolds below you like a map. The terracotta roofs a sea of red, and the massive bay like a calm private lake surrounded by giants. The main attraction at the top is the Fortress of St. John, San Giovanni, the town's primary defensive bastion for centuries. Standing on its weathered ramparts, nearly 1,000 feet above the sea, you get a powerful sense of history. It's a place to catch your breath, feel the cool mountain breeze, and contemplate centuries of perseverance. Along the way, the small church of Our Lady of Remedy offers shade, reflection, and a perfect halfway rest. While the history and architecture of the Bay of Kotor are captivating, it is the natural beauty that truly steals your heart. The bay is a place of profound tranquility. Sheltered by mountains, the water is often as still as glass, reflecting the dramatic scenery, Orion and Lovechen duplicated in deep blue. Light blurs the line between reality and reflection, from pastels at dawn to fiery oranges and purples at sunset. The bay is a chain of smaller, interconnected bays. Traveling from one to the next, the scenery shifts and evolves. Near Perast, St. George and Our Lady of the Rocks float like jewels, faith and devotion set upon still water. Mountains give water, shelter, and contrast. Olives, pomegranates, figs below, pastures above. Swim in the morning, hike by afternoon, always surrounded by restorative beauty. Just a couple of hours down the coast from Kotor lies Dubrovnik, the pearl of the Adriatic. It's a stunningly beautiful city. Its fame is well-deserved, but that fame has brought a flood of tourism. In peak summer, the Straton can feel like a crowded theme park. Massive cruise ships arrive, thousands spill into narrow streets, and prices surge. That's where Kotor comes in. Similar, but much more intimate. Kotor has avoided the worst of hyper-tourism. Crowds are smaller and dissipate faster. You can find empty alleyways, linger over a coffee, and hear a piano drift through a window. Locals feel less overwhelmed and more welcoming. Dubrovnik is impressive, but Kotor is deeper and more personal. What truly sets Kotor apart is its authenticity, a living, breathing community where people live, work, and raise families. Mornings bring a bustling market, fresh produce, cheese, and smoked ham for daily life. Conversations in piazzas, kids playing in forgotten corners, a heartbeat you can feel. Souvenirs and cafes coexist with bakeries, hardware stores, and everyday businesses. Charm lives in imperfections, weathered stone, a few crooked buildings, and cats on every doorstep. The street plan was designed to confuse invaders. Each wrong turn leads to a hidden courtyard, a tiny chapel, or a crumbling archway. Beyond Kotor, Muo and Perchanj remain active fishing communities, nets mended, boats pushing off at sunrise. In local konabas, dishes come from the bay and the mountains, prepared with recipes passed down through generations. In a world where it feels like every corner has been explored, photographed, and posted, finding a place with true discovery is a gift. The Bay of Kotor is one of those gifts, a reminder to step off the well-trodden trail and seek what's not on everyone's bucket list. It's in quieter destinations that we find the most meaningful travel experiences. Kotor is an invitation to rediscover the joy of exploration, to see the world with fresh eyes. Choose authenticity over glamour, tranquility over hustle, personal connection over mass consumption. It's for the traveler who wants to understand history, who finds beauty in quiet moments. Watching light change on the mountains, listening to church bells ring. These are the memories that linger. As you plan your next European adventure, look beyond the obvious choices. Places like the Bay of Kotor are as beautiful and historic as their famous counterparts, with added serenity from being off the beaten path. The spirit of travel is discovery, of the world and ourselves, being open to the unexpected. Whether in a Montenegrin bay, a forgotten alpine village, or a quiet city corner, the best journeys are often the ones we don't see coming. So go, explore, and let the spirit of discovery be your guide. Before we finish, tell me in the comments, would you rather explore the old towns or climb to the fortress for the view? Happy travels. If you'd rather explore hidden pearls than crowded cities, subscribe to Global Explorer and join us every Monday and Friday for new adventure.